Hey guys, what's going on? So this is gonna be my reaction for the new Modern Warfare trailer. I know the quality is not gonna be great.
The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong. And somewhere in the shadows, they send us in to find it.
126 actual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6, going dark.
Weapons are now in the wild.
Guys, hostiles assaulted civilians.
Get to safety, go!
We get dirty, and the world stays clean. That's the mission.
Who's your team?
Some old comrades.
Okay, so they obviously didn't show much, and it looks exactly like the original Modern Warfare's. The only thing I'm hoping is that it's a lot different than the original, because I keep telling everyone once you're on Xbox, you can just pop in the game or start playing it. If you have the digital version, and start playing the old original ones, which are probably going to be better than the new ones because they don't have the microtransactions and stuff like that. But I guess this is the game for the newer people, newer players, maybe PlayStation 4 players rather than Xbox and the OG players. But they need to really add something to it to get the OG players to come back. I'll turn the volume down. I'm just gonna play it again, and go over it. I mean, it looks great, and this is obviously a really bad copy from Twitter because I think Twitter had it first uh, before YouTube. But I mean, it kind of looks like Ghost, so maybe they didn't want to make Ghost and commit to a whole entire new Ghost game and have people bash it. But I feel like they stole or put some elements of Ghost into it. Hopefully they'll do the extinction because I think people are getting a little bit worn out of battle royale. It's very difficult for the novice or beginner player, so a lot of people don't like battle royale for that reason. I love it. Blackout's great because it's really difficult. You have to be in a really high skill level to win and do good in blackout and battle royale. And a lot of Call of Duty players didn't do Fortnite because they're bad at building and bad at gunfights and stuff like that. But the game looks great. Visually looks great. The only thing is it needs to be different from the original ones because people don't want to admit it or they're not going to want to because either they're on the bandwagon and they never played it before. But when you're on Xbox, it's easy just to pop in the disc for free, or you paid for it a long time ago, or you can go to GameStop and just pay like what $5-10 for the old game and just pop it in. So that's why I'm saying like I should just pause it at that point because that looks like a cool way to just pause it. Um, I mean everything looks crisp and new, but honestly, 2011 isn't really that long ago. Technology, I guess, really hasn't changed that much, but it looks just as good. Um, or it looks, pretty nice. Now it just has to be a little bit different, or somehow different. That's why I kind of like the advanced movements, but it just needs to be something added to the originals, to kind of win people back. I mean, a lot of people that are hyped up are younger kids that never played the original. They're not OG players, or they're on PlayStation, like I said. But for me, it needs to have Extinction to win people back, especially me, like the OG players, because Blackout is doing great. Black Ops 4 is doing great. If you're an elite player and you're really good at the games, you're loving Black Ops 4 right now. If you're a novice player and you just want to play that's the thing too, zombies is kind of like there's nothing going on in zombies. So if you're like a beginner or novice player, you don't have nothing really to do in Black Ops 4 right now. So everybody's looking for something in the next game that's gonna kind of be for them. Obviously, people want a campaign, and a campaign looks like it's back, but it's maybe like 2-player missions or something like that, or unless it's like Specialist from Modern Warfare, the original series. But my first thoughts, and I'll play it one more time because sometimes adrenaline and you don't get to really concentrate. Maybe I'll do like a more step by step. I mean, they changed the green, so that's kind of cool too. That's a little bit different. It's not 100% a remake or remaster, but it kind of looks. Why did that not play? Like I said, this is probably there in the beginning to win people over. The whole ghost element to it. It seems like to me. The only thing I was thinking about was they should have made it like almost like a ultimate trilogy, kind of like what Mortal Kombat did in the 90s, I guess, where it's like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 they made into Mortal Kombat Ultimate. So this should have been maybe, in my opinion, like Modern Warfare Ultimate, where like it has everything, and then added some more to it, and to see everything in almost 4K or like, well, not 4K, but like high resolution. And this looks very realistic too. I don't remember seeing anything this realistic in the original Modern Warfare. The only thing is, if it's like, and the same goes with multiplayer, like multiplayer can get really stale really quick, especially if it's boots on the ground, because you're just gonna die by somebody camping in the corner, or camping an objective instead of running around. Like once you capture an objective, you should then go look for kills. You shouldn't just camp on the objective in multiplayer. But it looks great. Everybody obviously wants the new modern equipment. I'm a little bit more swayed toward the advanced movement part of everything, but it just, to sum it up, it needs to have more than the original to win the OG players back. I mean, it's cool to see this, and it's cool to see it for the newer kids and stuff like that are gonna be able to play it. But I don't know. Oops, why did I do that? I don't know. I just want a little bit of something more. It's kind of like watching your kids. I know it's only been 9 years, but it's like watching your kids play something that you played when you were a kid. Like maybe buying them their first Monopoly or something like that, or their first Connect 4, or maybe like Operation, like a board game, or maybe their first Super Mario, or their first Wii, when you played the originals back then. So that's a little bit nostalgic for me. Is you now get to see the new generation play what you played, but at the same time, it's like, buying your kid a new Wii, but then at the same time, you can pop in your old NES or Super Nintendo and play the original Mario and stuff like that. And it'll never be the same. The originals will always be the best. That's what it kind of reminds me of, and I kind of want to just sum it up by that. It's like, it'll be cool and nostalgic and a little bit sentimental watching the new generation play the games for the first time that you played 9 years ago. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys liked it. Can't wait to see more. It definitely needs to have Extinction to win me back as an OG player. Alright, I'll see you guys later.